This is the setup video for the large machine. This machine is 200 pounds. It does 2 flavors and a twist in the middle and comes on a metal rolling cart. The first thing you're going to do is put in the air intake valves. These just go one in each hopper. You can only put it in one direction, so you can't do it wrong. It comes wrapped in plastic because it has some food grade lubricant on it. Then you're going to put in the soft serve mix. This is the 2.5 gallon bag of vanilla. It's kind of heavy, so put it on the top of the machine, then take off that stopper. I pour it over my hand, kind of give a little karate chop in the middle, and then pour it into each hopper. If you can't see what you're doing, get a step, get up so that you can see down into the machine, and then just pour it right down into that hopper. It's so much easier this way. Some people try to just lift it up onto their shoulder and they end up getting it all over themselves and the machine. The bin that I send with you also comes with a mixing bucket. This is for emptying the machine at the end, but also it can be really helpful for mixing up those Dole Whip bags. They just put the whole bucket up there, use that dispenser, and fill up those hoppers. Once you get the soft serve mix in, put on the lids, and then that drip tray goes on the front of the machine. It has these 2 little notches. It just slides onto those bolts there onto the front, super easy. And the on and off switch is right there on the bottom right, underneath that little ledge. Okay, now we're going to get some air bubbles out and let that mix go down into the augers. You push the clean button to do that. Let that machine work for a minute or two and then dispense into a cup. I pour it back into the top hopper. Sometimes I get different cups. Depending on the flavors, you may not want to mix those. The manufacturer says to wait a couple minutes. I just go by what my heart feels. I do it twice, let those air bubbles out. Sometimes it really sputters and spurts, and sometimes you don't really get much at all. Totally fine. Then you're going to press stop. And then we're going to turn on the auto. It looks like a snowflake. If you don't press stop first, it may not switch into that auto setting. So definitely press stop, then auto. It takes 20 minutes to make that ice cream. The front screen has a couple of things to be aware of. This is the number that's going to fluctuate between your cup count and the power that's being pulled. This is the hardness setting. That number on the left will change as it's approaching that number. And when it gets there, it will go into the sleep mode. If you decide you need to change the hardness setting, increase it slowly, only by 0.1 at a time, or you run the risk of freezing that ice cream solid and then no ice cream comes out. The power supply on these machines is really important. You'll have the most success with a 20 amp circuit. If you have to use a 15 amp, make sure nothing else is plugged in. Plug directly into an outlet when you can. If you have to use an extension cord, please use the one provided. The compressors on these machines are small and finicky. If it doesn't have enough power, it'll simply shut down. You'll hear a long beep, and then it will shut down. That's how you know you need to try a different plug or unplug something else.